I think one of the things in this whole discovery process of utilizing our why is really helping us reinforce what we knew we were all about before, but didn't really know how to articulate that. And so I think it has really helped us be able to see that we are really something much more than a collective group of minds, in this case CPAs, coming together. We're much more than a tax return preparer, a financial statement preparer. We really see ourselves having the ability to impact the individuals that we come in contact with every day in a way that can actually make their life a better place than where they were before they met us. And I think that's very powerful, and it moves me to want to get up in the morning and do a lot more than just say, let's just crank out some numbers today. Rather, how will these numbers impact the people that we deal with, and how can they impact the people that they interact with every day? My why really has a direct connection to the firm, and that, what I mean by that is, it's one where I have my greatest joy when I can see people grow personally. And so the idea, you've got someone struggling in their job, they don't see the direction, and if I can come in and just through questions and talking with them, give them a hand, if you will, up so that they can go forward. I think that's a huge thing for me personally. It goes far beyond anything that I could ever do with a set of books, because behind the books, I know there are people, and behind every one of those people are individuals that have a life. I love it. I love the question in the sense of, if we were to look at it from a business perspective, and let's put our linear hats on, which is what we do in accounting. Give me a spreadsheet, man, I'll show you what it'll do. I think that's where where the rubber meets the road, and really that's not the road we were walking down when we went there to define it, but it was a byproduct. And a byproduct for us was a true measurement, because we do track these things, was saying, well, how's it impacting the way when we interact with people, and what are we seeing, those people coming through the door? And so we looked at our proposal rate, and from that we looked back and said, you got to be kidding. We used to have on average about a 1/3 close rate, and for us these are pretty big jobs, so they don't come along every day, so it's a big deal. And we started looking and said, well, what happened after we included our why in our communication and our discussions with people? All of a sudden our close rate went up to 90%, and we said, there's something here. If you truly just want to look at it from a business perspective, that in and of itself. And then we step back and say, well, why is that? You bring up a good point. Everything that our country's been through, the recession, and the world as a whole, it's a changing environment and changing place, and there's been a lot of pain. And how does a CPA firm impact that? I think the cornerstone of our why is how we serve others, and that's a huge component for us, and that means leaving the office and going out and serving in the community. And it's one thing that we are really advocate for our employees, to get out and find something you absolutely love, not something that you're going to be the treasure of because they want your accounting skills, but what really rocks your boat in a way that you just, it's something that it is so personal to you that you want to be part of it. You don't go do it so you can bring in another customer. That's not what this is about. Go do it because it's something you love. My passion is bringing business people into the classroom to teach our youngest children, all the way from kindergarten all the way up through high school, about how the free enterprise system works, how communities work, how they're part of a community and they have a voice and they also have a responsibility, and where they fit in, you know, and all the way down to decisions on how they make choices and what the impact is ethically. And if you think about the things that have transpired in our economy over the last 5 years, decisions made on Wall Street, wrong ethical behavior being practiced, that if these things were instilled early in these now adults, what if things been different? As an individual, as a CPA, I can go make a difference. I think, Peter, you're an accountant at heart. There's really a technical piece inside of you that wants to get out and make everything perfect, right?